Here we are with another update at the Humble Road Van Studio. What are we up to? What are we doing this week? We got a lot going on, I'll tell you that. I'm practicing looking at the lens instead of looking at the screen. How am I doing? Okay, where do we start? Oh, I looked at the screen. Where do we start? I mean, I've got a Ford Transit Trail that we could look at right above my head. And right here, I've got a full-length ProMaster that we could look at. And coming around this way, oh, I got to tell you, ever since I switched around on my build cycle, just doing 2 or 2.5 every 6 months, we're actually delivering 2 vans on time. 2 vans being delivered on time since I made the change. So as painful and difficult as it was to get that change instituted, it's working. This is a mini-me number 8. That's going to be delivered on time. It's a good feeling. The whole atmosphere here has changed since I made that change, but it caused some heartache. Some of my clients were not happy. 2 of them went away, canceled their contracts and went away. But this had to be done. I had to right the ship. Now we've got more room in here. We're not stressed. We're in complete control. Our creative juices are flowing. It's good. I'm glad I made the move. And this is the last month of the pain. Once I get these 2 vans out and I start the next crop, I got a better cash flow coming through as well. So we're back on top. Old George is back on top. We're working on a new type of basement light for our vans. So this is the light, and Ron just made a CNC mount for it. And what we're thinking about doing is putting it in the bottom of our C channels. But what we're starting to realize is we got to hog away way too much of the C channel. So this would hang upside down in your garage. You could have a string of 5 of these. I think we got to tighten up on that clip. Johnny is working on a brilliant way of putting a patio table together outside. I'm not going to talk about it yet. That's because it's that brilliant. I want the wow factor of when it's all assembled and then we put it into operation. Patio table. Where do you see this patio table? And then we got Barry. Barry comes in every Friday to clean the place up. He's got a Winnebago Revel. Say hello, Barry.
Hello.
He's got a Winnebago Revel. So we come in, we give him some modifications on his Revel now and then. And then this will freak you out. That's right. That's the opening between my 2 shop spaces. Bureaucracy and town government made me close it up. It's not a story I want to get into, but it could be the single worst thing that ever happened to Humble Road since it began. Now what do? We have to walk outside, along the building, and in the other door. Now that's nice on a nice day, but in the winter, when there's snow and ice on the ground or it's raining, that's no good. Here we got a mini-me. This is mini-me number 8. 8th mini-me in 2 or 3 years, I guess, we've been doing mini-me's. So this one will be done in 2 weeks. I'm trying something different here. This is an experiment I'm working on, and if the owner likes it, she can pay to have that put on this mini-me. Basically, what I'm doing is removing the 3rd solar panel. So now instead of 300 watts of solar on a mini-me, you have 200 watts. But we have found that it's no big deal. We always have plenty of power because when you're driving, you're now pushing 50 amps into the battery. So I'm going to put this case on a Thule elevator. And what we'll be able to do then is lower it down to this level where you can work in it and get in and out what you want, and then put it back up there. It's just like adding a roof trunk to the Mini-Me. And of course, due to popular demand, we removed the little garage shelf box we had back here. It was a love-hate relationship. And we then went in with some L-track. And that way, whatever it is you want to put back here, you can strap it in on your own. This is a new extended galley for the Mini-Me. We made it a little bit longer, and we took away the 2 drawers, and we're putting in 1 big drawer with a sliding tray in the top of it. So there's always an improvement going on to these Mini-Me's. They were supposed to be cookie cutter. They were supposed to all be the same, but we've been improving them constantly with each one. And so, yes, the last 7, you can come back in and have some of these improvements done to yours. Physical plant remains the same, except we're now using the 50 amp Orion XS instead of the 30 amp, the older one. Everything else is pretty much the same. We still have our 320 amp hour lithium battery and our 3000 watt inverter. This is another Mini-Me where we remove the front seat, the passenger seat, and we run the floor all the way in. Really nice feature in a Mini-Me. It really changes the whole complexion of traveling. Oh, there's my new pickup truck. I got a 3500 GMC HD SLT 2024. I bought it used, and it's got every single option that you can get on a GMC for a travel trailer or fifth wheel. Where am I going with that, you ask? Well, here's my travel trailer, and June and I have been using it, and we both decided it might just still be a tad too small. So what's on the docket? What's the main future goal? A fifth wheel. That's right, I said it. Here's a shorty Sprinter. This one has a really nice battery setup. In fact, this is the last one with the Lithionics battery. And there's your 640 amp hour Lithionics battery and a 3000 watt multi-plus inverter. And we've got wraparound wall cabinets in the back of this van. They're U-shaped wraparounds. Let me come up in here and go the other way. This van is special because it's got 2 sliding doors, 1 on each side. So we've got all of our holes cut and ready for fans and air conditioners. This is the refrigerator module, and this is that DR160. This is the 2-drawer refrigerator freezer from Isotherm. And then we're putting our water tank underneath. We have to have a stainless steel custom water tank built so that it'll fit the space where we want it. A very small galley in this van. And then we're either going to do a dinette back here or a fixed bed possibly. But here's that wraparound. It's a U-shaped wraparound wall cabinets. You get a lot of storage, especially this back one. The whole back wall is very deep. So there'll be sliding doors here, sliding doors here. That's a 144 Sprinter. What else do we have? Oh, this is a beauty. John's a full-timer. We're building this ProMaster for him. This is the biggest ProMaster you can find. And John has got so many unique hobbies. You wouldn't believe it. This is going to be really cool. Here's his shower. Unfortunately, I don't have the rest of the shower installed right now. It's been engineered, tested, and now taken out, but it's an armoire that fits the entire opening of the shower. And when you want to take a shower or use the bathroom, the armoire will slide out of the way on these tracks all the way in on either side. So that armoire is hanging on an apparatus that fits right into the shower. So when it's closed and you step in the van, this looks more like an armoire. You do not see shower. But then when you need to, you just come in and take your shower. There are the controls. We'll be putting our spray heads up on that side. And with this, you'll see all of this when it's done. There's going to be nice lighting up in here. Really cool. He chose a veneer called, is this beetle kill? Yeah, this is beetle kill pine. You can see it on the end cap there. It has some beautiful shades. It's very random. So we did all beetle kill down here. This end of the peninsula's beetle kill. He's got a stainless steel water tank all the way down the bottom of the galley. Over here, this entire driver's side is a workbench. This is Mr. Toolman. He's going to be doing fly tying. He's going to be doing silk screening. He's going to be doing all kinds of hobbies. And he also gets a DR160 two-drawer refrigerator in that spot. He's got 2 drawers here, and that is a shoe cubby until we decide he needs a 3rd new EcoFlow battery from the kit, another 5K. We're going to start out with 10K at 48 volt. And if he needs another 5K, that's where we're going to put it, right there. Get the shoes out and put the battery in. Isn't it funny that that compartment's the exact size we need for a battery? That was no coincidence. And of course, the shutoffs to my shower are here. Pull the drawer out, you can get to your shutoffs. Another little trick we do is we put our shower fixture on a board so we can then pull that out, edit, check, replace, repair, and then screw it back. Another Humble Road design. So this whole top, obviously this is a cardboard template. This is all going to be butcher block. We're going to take a couple of 2x12s. I don't know, birch or fir, probably fir. And we're going to rip them down, glue them all together, and mount it here. This little angle is his clamping corner because he's going to want to clamp things. We're going to have dog holes in here for him to put other types of clamps in. All kinds of storage. There's under cabinet lighting all around. Here he's got a single bed in the back. He'll be traveling solo. He's got a van window, awning style on either side for good ventilation. He'll have a 48 volt pneumatic cooling X2 air conditioner. His galley be very different. The galley side is going to be very sophisticated and delicate with a nice white Wilson Art solid surface. And I bought the Wilson Art laminate that matches the solid surface. We'll have starboard sliding doors there. This side is all utility and work. Pretty cool. And then we've got these really nice little cubbies on either side. There's a good shot of your beetle kill. Beetle kill pine. It's really nice when it's done. Everything's done. It's all just waiting in the finishing room for me to finish my wiring in this van. This too will be done in a few weeks. End of June. This one and the Mini Me go out, and we start fresh with 3 new ones. That one, which is the largest Sprinter, and that one, which is the Ford Transit Trail. Now, I have not done any video on these cardboard builds. Coincidentally, both of these builds are asking for a Happy Jack style bed to come down and up. Now, it won't be Happy Jack because, of course, I took a look at them and decided I don't like them. So we're going to design our own bed lift. But these are pretty cool designs. This one, yeah, if I get my fingers in there. So we're going to have dinette benches with lifting tops, all my mechanicals on one side and then the other. And in the back here, a nice big pull-out drawer in the back. Now, the reason we lifted that table floor, that dinette floor, we didn't raise it so that we could put the drawer in. We raised it because we need to have a chaseway that goes from one side of the van to the other for wire and pipe. When you have a fixed bed, you have built-in chaseways. I'll show you. Here's some over here in John's van. See, we've got a fixed bed back here, which creates a nice big garage area. And what I do is I build what I call troughs. See, there's 2 wooden troughs that set in between our C-channel supports for the bed. And that is where I can run all my pipe and wires all the way across. So in that sense, I would say to you, whoa, something went wrong with my, there we go. Now we're back. Something went wrong with my gimbal. Fixed bed in a van is the most efficient way to do it. There's no denying that. So when you don't have a fixed bed, you give up the garage and you give up all of that ability to get cross van with wires and pipes. So by raising this floor up, putting in this big dinette box, this drawer doesn't go all the way back. It's 6 inches short. The other 6 inches back there or up there is used for wire and pipe. Have I made my point? Here we have a compressing table pedestal. The other thing we're designing here, if I could do it, I can't do it while I'm out on the ground here. This table is going to slide forwards and backwards. I'll take you around the other side so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. But basically back here, you've got your dinette, and that box up there represents the mattress and all of the framing we're going to need to have that drop down bed. And we can drop it down lower than the table. You know, we can lower the table down, but I don't think that's necessary. I think if we come down to table height, then that'll allow the bench cushions to act as extensions on the mattress, because these sprinters are so tapered at the top. That bed left to right is only like 58 inches. But when you come down here, you've got a full 70 inches. So we need to use filler on the two ends of that mattress. That would be the cushion backs from these benches. Really cool feature in this van is you've got a galley with a tapered corner. We always cut the corner if we can. And I don't mean cutting corners. Little open shelf on the corner. So then here's a cabinet. This represents the bed that drops down. Here's a cabinet and a refrigerator. Big fridge she wants. She wants a oven. I'm going to put an oven in here. We're going to put a dishwasher in here. Over here's the sink. And over here, she wants a washer dryer. Right in this space, as you come in, washer dryer. Now look at this shower. This shower, first of all, it's massive. It's a beautiful big shower. And you go through the shower to step into the cockpit. And in the cockpit side, this shower will have a security door. Goes all the way across, so the cockpit gets isolated from the rest of the van. Big shower, and her washer dryer is going to be accessed through this interior wall of the shower right there. So really, I mean, we packed a lot in this van. Here's a huge galley with the upper cabinet. She's got her bed and a massive dinette. On this side, she's got her refrigerator, and look, another countertop area. Look how cozy this one looks. So she's got another work area, the oven, the dishwasher. I don't know what else we're going to end up putting in here. I know she was talking about bringing her baby grand piano, so we might have to make room for that over there. So that's this van. On this one, very similar, but a lot smaller. This is the Ford Transit Trail. So this is their shorty. This is the equivalent of a Sprinter 144. Same deal. They want that elevator bed that goes up and down. So here we have a dinette. You can see the makings of the dinette. Here's the same drawer that I talked about that we need to elevate so we can pass wires back and forth. And this one's got a nice set of storage cubbies that surround the rear. It kind of looks like an old Land Rover. It just hit me when I looked in here. And again, dinette. They've got facing dressers, opposing little clothing dressers on each side. Now that's where the bed lands. The bed's going to ride up and down along that refrigerator box and land on these two dressers. That'll be the height for that elevator bed. Come around this way, front of the van, full shower, hard and closed shower. There's a little bit of storage over here. And we had another skinnier storage box there, but we took it out just to open things up. So yeah, here's her control panel and her skinny refrigerator. There's one of the dressers. The other dresser is over here, built into the galley, right? Nice big sink and a little cabinet up top and an avocado shelf. Now you can't get too crazy when you've got the drop-down bed. This is it. They want a queen-size bed in this van, so it's a matter of using your ruler. You can only have stuff proceeding to this point. The rest of the van, you have to leave flat for the bed. There it is, same thing. That bed's gonna ride up and down this edge and land right there. So that's it. That's where we stand this week. And I'll give you another update next week. Like I said, John's got an incredible idea in the works for a patio picnic table. That's going right over here, right in this spot here. This stainless steel water tank that I spoke about has built-in baffle walls. It's got 3 inspection hatches for access. We've got a couple of cupboards and a drawer bank. So this one is a cupboard with a drawer up top. Then we've got a nice big sink. This template is ready to go out to be fabricated. Upper cabs. I was already in here. Didn't we see this one already? We've improved on all of our building construction techniques. Here's your plumbing valves. You pull the drawer out, you're fully accessible. In this cubby, you've got your water pump and your filtration. If your drain to the sink ever has a problem, we always use a Fernco somewhere in line so you can disconnect it and repair it. That's a big deal. Oh, this gimbal is very finicky today. It must be close to quitting time.
Good time. Happy holidays. Have a good.
Oh yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Here we go.
First weekend of summer, right? 50 degrees is going to be.
Yeah, I know. I have my heat on. So that's it. We'll see you next week.